After they die, they can be reborn the same plane or upper plane, except asanya satta. Made easy, Now go to 11. Paranimita Vasavati, the celestial realm. Right? After they pass away from this world, they can be reborn again. 5 to 21. See? 5, what means 5 here? Human being. Right? Human world, right? Human world. This means who are Aryans, Sotapanna, stream enterer, or one returner. So, Aryans, the noble person from Paranimita Vasavati, the celestial world, after they pass away, they can be reborn again. 5 to 21 is mean human being or anything of celestial world or Brahma world, right? Except Asanya Satta, 23 to 31. So Nima Narati, the same. Tusita, Yama, Tawatingsa, Chadu Marajika. See that, right? All this celestial world, 5 to 21, 23 to 31, the same. But here should be Anagami. If they are Anagami, this means, we put together for stream enterer, one returner, non-returner, Arahant. But for Arahant, he not reborn any plane, right? Right? For Arahant. For non-returner, they will not be reborn again as this human world and celestial world. You know that, right? Anagami, non-returner, after they die, should be the Brahma world. And for the stream enterer and one returner, it's okay. For one returner, just only one time they can return to the human world, celestial world. One returner. And for the stream enterer, maybe, or at the most 7 life, 7 existence, or maybe just only one. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, depend. Not more than 7. After you gain first step enlightenment, become stream enterer, Sotapanna. So if you have to be reborn again, this human world or celestial world, not more than 7 life, the most. Maybe we will become arahantship, or we will gain the higher state enlightenment, we will be born as the Brahma world. Now go to Manusa, human world. Human worlds. Aryans who are passed away from this human world, they can be reborn again, 5 to 21, 23 to 31. The same, right? No woeful state anymore. For Arya, that's why we closed the doors, the woeful state. At least human world, the celestial world, Brahma. For Asurakaya here, just woeful state 4 do not apply. Why? No, we don't have talking about no Aryans, no noble person in this or woeful state, right? Do not apply. So this for individually, after they die, or what kind of plane, they can be reborn again, something like that, later on after you study. But if you have any question at any time, you are welcome to any question. So now go to the last one. It's very important for us. Okay. Here, that relinking thought process. This is talking about we study the 4 kind of plane, right? Kamachara, or woeful state, abhaya, right? Abhaya, kamachara, rupachara, arupachara, 4 as a group, right? 21 plane, we divide into four groups, we call four kind of play, and four kind of relinking. We already started about this for the rebirth consciousness, right? For the rebirth consciousness for the abhaya, and for the kamavajara, sugati, human or being and celestial being, and for rupavajara, arupavajara, we have four kind of rebirth consciousness. We already started about that, and four kind of karma. We already discussed about that. Now we go to four kind of just death, right? Four kind of death. So as all of you know that our life, it's not certain. Death is certain. Or we will die one day. So when we die through here. I would like all of you to know that, There's the advent of death, right? We die through expiration of age limit. Please note that. Through the expiration of age limit. And number two, through the expiration of reproductive karmic force. Through expiration of reproductive karmic force. I'll explain to you about that. Three is through the expiration of both age limit and karmic force. Both age limit and karmic force. For the fourth, through the intervention of a destructive karma. Through the intervention of a destructive karma. This the four, the advent of death. Any one of those, by through just one of those have to die. Maybe expiration of age limit. Maybe expiration of our reproductive karmic force. Maybe the expiration of the age limit and karmic force. Or maybe the intervention of destructive karma to die. Here, the true expiration of age limits, so we already studied about the lifespan for the celestial world, for the Brahma world, they have their exact lifespan, right? For our human world, we don't have exactly, but our age nowadays, how many years? About 75, something like that, right? 75. So our lifespan age limit is the 80. So even this person has the reproductive karma, many is the meritorious spiritual life. Maybe it's the reproductive karma force can make that person have a long life, maybe 500 years possible. But our lifespan age limit for our human beings, our age 75, right? That person cannot be, have a long life under 500 years. right? Maybe around 100 years die. Because this die through the expiration of age limit. Right? We cannot say the person have 100, 200 years old, no, in this world. Because of age limit, right? So, another one is the reproductive karma force. For our human being, we can have a long life, around 100 years old. But some, reproductive karmic force, maybe just on 1 year, maybe 1 day after they're born, immediately die. Because their reproductive karma force just have the power, only 1 day to survive. So maybe some 10 years, maybe 20 years, something like that. So that's why some person dies through the expiration of this reproductive karma force. And someone, their reproductive karma force, can make a person a long life for 75 years. And for age limit also 75 years. If we die around the 70s, 80, maybe the person, their reproductive karmic force is gone, right? The age limit is okay. And then we call simultaneous expiration of both this age limit and reproductive karmic force. At the fourth one here, through the intervention of a destructive karma, normally it's our world, we can have long life about 100 years, right? Means 70, 80. Our pro-reproductive karmic force can support us to live in human world about 70, 80 years old. But the intervention of destructive karma, or started destructive karma, what we have done previous life, that's the Marjorie asked me just now. Someone's, go somewhere, plane crash, die, something like that, accident, by car accident, by gunshot, suicide, something like that. The age limit, they can stay until 70, 80, right? Their reproductive karma force also, they can, live until 70, 80 years old. But this destructive karma gives as a result, maybe 10 years old, 2 years old, by car accident, by gunshot, by plane crash, something like that. Just the full advent of death, So everyone should be one of those, one of those. Think about our parents, our grandparents, our relative, our friend, someone we know, what number? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, see? Even us, the same. So, we can ask escape from this fall, any one of those. That's why our life is uncertain, death is certain. So, if we die through this expiration of age limit and reproductive karmic force, as through expiration of both, it's called, here, timely death. Yeah, timely death. Timely death. If we die through the intervention of the destructive karma, it's called untimely death. Untimely death. Or someone dies by timely death, by untimely death. See, our life. in the scripture, they mention about this, the advent of death, like the, what do you call it, oil lamp, right? In those days, they used oil lamp, put oil, oil lamp. This oil lamp may be extinguished because of they have wick, right? Because of wick, this exhaustion of wick, or maybe exhaustion of oil, maybe exhaustion of wick and oil, or maybe some extraneous cause, like the gust of wind, or maybe by someone, something, Yeah. So I would like to say it. Like the oil lamp is the wick is gone, exhaustion of wick, right? That's gone. Or maybe it's no oil, maybe no wick and oil, or maybe some wind, something like that. Somebody may extinguish. So we already know about 4 kinds of this, the advent of death. So when we die here, last week we discussed about that already here, so we compare this very hard to understand, very hard to understand.